This is Taking Stock on Bloomberg. I'm Pim Fox. Moe's Southwest Grill. It is turning up the heat in the fast casual sector of the dining industry. The chain has more than 550 locations. It expects to open more than 80 new restaurants this year. Joining me now, the president of Moe's is Paul D'Amico. Paul, thank you very much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
How do you describe Moe's to people that have never been in Moe's Southwest Grill?
We're a bit of an irreverent concept. We don't take ourselves too seriously. We're known for celebrating originality. And so when you come into the restaurant and you want a burrito, it's going to be your burrito. Probably no other burrito we serve that day will be the same. So it's about what serves you as the guest.
And how do you check to see whether the people who want to own a franchise are the kind of people that embody the Moe spirit? Because you were telling me that Moe really stands for
musicians, outlaws, and entertainers. Yeah, there is no real Moe, and we spend a lot of time talking to prospects that want to be part of our franchise family, and we're very, very particular about who we bring in because it is a long-term relationship. It's over a 20-year relationship, so we've got to really love each other and grow together.
Now, you have more than 20 years in the hospitality industry. Just give people an idea of your background.
Yeah, I'm educated as a chef, and I stayed on for my business degree at Johnson & Wales. And I started with Marriott back in 1986, and I've been in the food service hospitality business ever since, and I just love it.
You've helped run Starbucks, Burger Kings, all over the country.
All over the country, and I was a franchisee and licensee of all of those brands during my career. But I have to say, in my 27-year career, running this brand, Moe's Southwest Grill, has been the most amazing for me because I've been able to take something that wasn't doing so well and get it on a trajectory to great growth. Our openings this year are up 28%. Our system-wide revenues are up 13%. So it's a very exciting time to be part of the Moe's brand.
What is it that makes Moe's successful? Because there's a lot of competition out there for people who want fast casual.
Yeah, I mean, the brand is really founded on our food, and it's food that is good for you. We want to provide the guest a variety of platforms, and we want them to choose what's right for them. So whether that's all-natural chicken, steroid-free steak, grass-fed steak, organic tofu, all-natural salsas. We're all about the quality of our ingredients, and we want the guests to make the choice of how they want to put those together.
All right. Now, I just want you to hang on a minute with the story of Moe's, because I want to just bring in something having to do with the National Labor Relations Board, because this has to do with employees.
Sure.
This one particularly of a McDonald's franchise, and they could be considered employees of the parent company of McDonald's. Bloomberg's Betty Liu asked the president of Cinnabon how the ruling could affect her franchise business. Let's just take a listen.
If the employees of a franchisee are being essentially called the de facto employees of the franchisor, why would a franchisor continue to franchise? If they have to go through the liability and the expense and the more detailed hands-on management of ensuring the employees are falling under their management purview, then why bring a small business owner into that mix? Why not just open giant corporately owned locations yourself?
Now, Cinnabon and Moe's, they're both owned by the Focus Brands unit of Roar Capital Group. So what's your reaction? Do you agree with this description?
Yeah, Kat is absolutely right. I mean, I think it's absurd to think that a franchise model that has been around for years, that has been so successful, that provides an opportunity for young, energetic entrepreneurs that want to get involved in the restaurant industry, it would shut that down because there are no franchisors that would take the responsibility of what is happening in those restaurants from a labor perspective. We're fierce when it comes to protecting our standards, how the restaurants look, how they operate, how the guest is served, but we leave it up to the entrepreneur to run the people piece of that business.
What kind of money would an entrepreneur need in order to begin a franchise relationship, let's say, with Moe's?
Yeah, for a single store, the investment's about $450,000, $460,000. Our average unit volumes are around just short of $1.2 million. Right now, we're growing west. We've got 550 stores east of the Mississippi, so we're growing west. And we're looking at multi-unit, well-capitalized franchised operators that are looking and capable to sign up for a 10-store deal.
Now, what's your favorite meal at Moe's? If I went in to eat with you, what would you be selecting?
Our biggest, baddest burrito is called the Home Wrecker. It is a 20-ounce burrito. I get it with the chicken. I love the guacamole, and I add pickled jalapenos and fresh jalapenos to it.
What about the price points of the food?
We're in that $10 sweet spot, right? So we're not the fast food, we're not the casual dining, and what our guests love about our food is the quality of the food, the speed at which they get it, the customizable platform, and they get that for $10 and don't have to worry about a tip. So a family of 4 can dine for under $40.
What about international expansion?
We're growing internationally. We've got a 50-store deal in place in Moscow. We're on store number 4 there right now. Just recently opened in Guatemala. And we're looking at the Middle East and India right now, starting to do the research there. We believe our concept is really going to transcend in those countries. At the end of the day, we're rice, beans, protein, and fresh produce. We think it has legs for those markets.
And the company, the private equity company that owns Focus Brands, Rourke Capital, what's it like being a restaurateur working for private equity owners?
You've heard all kinds of stories about private equity and restaurants. Rourke, on the other hand, it's an unbelievable private equity group that really believes in the leadership of the brand and lets them do what is that brand, which is why we're seeing tremendous growth across all of the Focus Brands.
I want to thank you very much for joining us. Paul,
I enjoyed it.
You're making us all hungry just talking about all this. The president of Moe's Southwest Grill.